Hello guys, my name is Siddharth Varde and now we are going to talk about generic classes. So we have discussed generic functions before. So like as I said, generic functions are nothing but the functions that provide a template of what the function should like what the function is supposed to uh, perform, what functionality the function is supposed to perform, but it doesn't bind us to use any single data type. For example, as I said, as I have shown before, like this function that I have highlighted, it binds me to pass an integer parameter. But when I create same type of generic function, so I can use any other data type and I can pass that data type as a parameter of that function. So that's why they are also called parameterized functions, and in C++ they are known as templates. So because it in a way they just provide a simple template uh, of what it should do. It doesn't tell you how like what like which data type to use and stuff. So uh, but these are just functions, right? What happens if I want to define an entire class that like independent of any particular data type, right? That is why there is also generic classes. They do exist too. Okay, so what is the syntax for them? So that's like they are just normal class, but without any particular data type. So what we should do is like define a class, and for example, uh, let's say this is just a class. Forget about the template and t and b and stuff. Just think of any class. Let's say this is integer, this is also integer, and this is the constructor of it, and this is the destructor of the class, same class. So like it's just a normal class, but now I need to make it as a generic class. So what I need to do is like just write the keyword template and provide how many data types I want to use inside an angular bracket. Okay, so like I can while defining a data type, I can like write type name or class keyword. So it defines that this is the type of data type. Like t will be replaced with the some data type, like any primitive data type or any user defined data type, uh, and we are going to use this. So wherever there is t written inside the class, like it will be replaced with some another data type, and there is second data type that I will use, and the b will be replaced by that data type. So this same class I can create two object, and like one for using integer and stuff, and like let's say I create first class using integer and float, and I create a second class using string and integer. So that is allowed because like I pass in as like I replace t with the integer first and then b with the float, and in second example I replace t with the string and then b with the integers. So like those are just thing, right? It just those are replaced, and that's why this is a kind of general class. Like just a generic class, or let's say template, or uh, generic class or template class, you know. So this is the syntax for it. So like let's say if I want to create a method inside it, uh, okay, I'll define it to below this here. So let's say it returns whatever the t type is, and it says get a, right? uh, Takes no parameter and return a. So yes, this is allowed, right? Because it will return the T type, and we said okay, A is of T type, and we say return A. So this is how we create another function kind of inside the class. And how do we call like how do we create an object out of this class, this template class? So its name is generic class, like template generic class. I named it generic class. So like okay, there's another thing, it doesn't have to be generic class, name can be anything, and this T or this B, they can be replaced with any other variable. Let's say instead of T, I would say Ti I want to use. So if I replace with this Ti, so like the error goes away, right? So that's the thing. It can be anything, it doesn't matter, it's just a name. Okay, so how do I define it? So first I need to name the, like I need to write the name of the class, and then I need angular brackets. Okay, inside angular brackets I will need to specify what is the type of T and what is the type of B. So here integer and float, and then the name of the object, and then the constructor of the object. Okay, and even as a like while calling the constructor, I need to define the name of the like the name of the constructor, so it's always the same as the name of the class, and then the parameters, same parameters that I provided here. So this and this parameter should be equal, and like inside angular brackets, and then I will pass the actual values that I want, right, inside the like which are required inside the constructor. So this is how I will create an object out of it, and then I can like like p1 dot get A. So like it will give me the value of A. So let's say C out. Okay, so if I run this code, like the generic functions we have discussed in other class. So okay, I may have make a typing mistake. Let it be, it's okay for now. Okay, maybe there is something wrong. Okay, so I'm now let's say here this is the like 10 plus 50 60, and then this is like I called the generic functions until here, and then here I created the object. So as you can see 15 and 25.365, so those are the exact same values, and then here 15 string and B is G, so those are also the correct values, and then I say 15, so like it's the value of p1 dot get A. If I say p2 dot get A, then it will give me 15 string, because that's the value of A, and then the destructor is called. Okay, so okay, I in this video I've covered like what are generic classes, and how can we define, like create a generic class, and how can we create an functions inside the generic class, and then how to create an object of the generic class. So okay, this is it then. Thank you.